going on, guys? Brent here. It's time for another weekly race here at 81 Speedway. We have 5 races left to go in the season, at least for the points season. We have one more non-points race. It's going to be in the middle of October, but 5 points races left, including tonight. We're currently 4th, about 66 points back from the points leader. Definitely a doable points gap. So we're hoping that we can close that down just a little bit tonight. Hoping for a good night. It's just a weekly event, so there's not like any touring series or anything like that. So hopefully the track's not going to be as rubber down as it was last week. Hoping to have a good night tonight. Have some good racing. Hopefully the front wheel drives just have a shot tonight. So while we're loading the trailer up, we found this little bit of a screw in one of our tires, and it is leaking pretty bad. So this tire, at least for the time being, is done, which sucks because it's a brand new tire. But it was the one that was on our right rear, so we already replaced it, put a new tire on there, got the same tire pressure that one had on there, which is the same setup we had last week. We're going to do that. That's the setup we're going to do for hot laps. We drew a 31 tonight, but they said the first place is going to get a redraw. They're going to do that for the rest of the year. I guess somebody was complaining about the computer generated draw or something. I'm not entirely sure what's all going on, but they said there's going to be a redraw for first place for all the classes at the drivers meeting. So we drew a 31, so wherever that places us right now is in whatever heat race we're in. It's not necessarily where we're going to start. So actually it's almost guaranteed it's not where we're going to start. So we'll see what happens as the result of that. We'll see where it actually puts us at the end of the drivers meeting. To give a quick shout out to Cameron, my buddy in the 4B that was parked next to us last week. He allowed us to use our spot. He said he was not going to be here tonight, and he's not here tonight. So he's like, you go ahead and use our spot tonight. So I want to thank him for that. It made life a little bit easier not having to search for a parking spot in the pits. Sitting here in this race car, just thinking about everything that's gone on this season, thinking about all the ups and downs we had this year. More ups and downs, thankfully, but it really got me thinking how much energy it really takes to get this car ready to go and get this thing, ready to race. The last thing we want, obviously, is to have all this energy go and have a crash, either on or off the track, And so that's why I'm pretty glad to announce that I have partnered with Dubby Energy Drink, an energy drink that does not have any jitters, crashes, also uses 0 sugars and no artificial dyes. It is a powdered type energy drink that you would put into, that you pour into water, and you get about 30 servings per tub. You can go to the website right now and give it a try yourself. They have about 15 different flavors. If you use the discount code BRENTANIC, BRENTANIC, you can get yourself 10% off your sale. So go to dubby.gg, that is DUBBY.gg, and go ahead and get yourself a nice tub of Dubby energy drinks. It's about time for the drivers meeting. Before we go there for that, just want to give a quick shout out to our sponsors once again. Hog Series, Captain Designs, Jordan Teagues Designs, NCD Designs, Big Bang Exotics, and of course Marshall's Towing and Recovery in Great Bend, Kansas. Wanted to give a quick shout out to those guys, because without them it'd be a lot more difficult to get this to happen. It is just about drivers meeting time. We're heading that way now. 18 mini stocks have showed up now. Might get a couple more stragglers here and there, but as of right now it's looking like 18, so pretty decent field. Just about average of what we usually get, so should be a good night. Gonna be a very hot one, but should be a good night. All right, guys, drivers meeting just wrapped up. There's been 18 cars that have signed up. Still waiting on the heat race lineups to come out. But there's 2 heats, so it should be 9 cars per heat race. We do a 31, so that should put us about middle of whatever heat race it puts us in, I would think. So not the greatest, but we'll see if we can't get a good heat race going on. It just depends on where it puts us and how many or what cars are in there. So we'll see. We are 3rd in order to go out tonight, so we're going to be behind one of the modified classes. I want to say it's the 316 mod, and behind the Street Stocks, who are going first. There's 5 classes tonight, so we're 3rd directly in the middle. So hopefully that means we're not so rubber down to the track is ridiculous like it was last week, but it's not so early where the track is super slick because they just watered the track down before the features. Who knows? All right, some not great news. Because of the redraw, we now start last for Heat 2. We start 9th for Heat 2. All three Jaegers are in Heat number 1, but we got the 73. We got the 73 in our heat, we got the 33 in our heat, and we got the 59 in our heat. Those are all three guys that are going to be fast. So we got some work to do on this one. There's some guys in our heat that we can drive by, thankfully. So we got a little bit of work, but hopefully it's not too. We got some work to do, so hopefully it's not too bad. I don't exactly know how this new redraw deal works. They drew a 41 at the driver's beginning, and I guess that's what a factor. That's the number that factored and did everything. I drew a 31, but somehow that put me in the worst position. So that puts me very last for the second heat. So I don't exactly know what that means. All I know is it's unlucky for us. So gonna have some work to do. All right, so we got our stock cars are apparently rolling out for hot lap. We better get going here pretty soon. But I was just saying, we got our equipment ready to go. We're ready to roll out for hot lap. So that's perfect timing. So yeah, we're going to be third to go out, so it's going to be the stock cars, however many stock cars are, and there's a modified class, and then we're third behind the modified class. Actually, we're between the two modified classes tonight, so as soon as the modified starts getting ready, I'm probably going to get strapped in, and we're going to start getting ready to go in our 22 mini stock. Alrighty, time to start getting ready for our first hot lap of the night, first time on track tonight. The heat rate or the hot laps, and we're seeing that our hub is a little loose. I don't know how well you'll be able to see it, but it is moving just a little bit. It's not too terrible, but that's something you really gotta watch these front wheel drives because that hub race they can flip. So we're gonna watch see what it's like after the heat race, but something to think about, really, something to keep in mind. Yeah, there was nothing I could have learned from that hot laps. It was, again, just entirely too slick. That's why I'm kind of glad we're not the first ones to go out every time. You know, I'd rather it be, you know, 2-3 classes in. That way we can get some some rubber down the track so we can get some, you know, the track set in a little bit, not like that, because that was, I mean, once I got past the 1776, I was able to throw it in a corner a little bit, but it, you know, it's not, that sliding like that, it's not, funny enough on dirt track, that sliding like that with the front wheel drive is not typically what you want to do. Rear wheel drives maybe, but front wheel drives, it, you know, you throw it in like that, it gets a little sketchy. So I don't know. We start last in heat 2, so hopefully by heat 2 the track's rubbered in pretty good, and it's a good racing surface. I think we've caught this rear hub before. A couple months ago, I think, when my Uncle Jerry and my grandma were here, I think we noticed the hub was kind of loose like that. So I don't think we should be too concerned about it, but it's something to still keep in mind for sure. And it's something we're definitely going to have to fix at the end of the year. Just got to hope it kind of makes it to the end of the year. So especially this close in the championship hunt and this close to the end of the year, we can't really, we can't afford to have any weeks missing. So we got to make sure we make it every night. I got the hiccups all of a sudden, but we got to make sure we make it every night, just because of the points picture. So we'll run with it tonight and see what happens. B-Mods are rolling out for their heat racer right before us. We are in heat number 2 for the mini stocks, so it's time for us to start getting ready to roll out. The next video you're going to see is us rolling out.
Making a move to the inside. Here comes Carson Keeler in the 33, going to make it 4 wide into turn 3. Dakota Longpine going to take the 72A for a little spin cycle over into turn.
I mean, we got the short end of the stick first night they do the new peel draw rule, and screws us over, puts us in a bad spot in the heat race, and finished 5th because I couldn't find any grip on the track. The track's still so slick. I knew it was going to be because of how bad it was in the hot laps. Most of the time, 81 Speedway don't know how to pack a track between hot laps and heat race. So, unfortunate. It puts us in not the greatest spot. Puts us 7th in the feature, which, I mean, I guess it could be worse. Because of passing points, it puts us in front of the 73 by about a row. So that's nice. I mean, he's ahead of us in points, so that's going to help. There was nothing I could have done. I mean, there was no way I could have been, because I mean, as soon as I got in the turn, the thing would just slide, and I don't know. I mean, when it slides like that, you lose all your speed, and it's just awful. So something hopefully changes in the feature, because if tracks like that in the like it was there, we're going to be in trouble. We started 7th, trying to keep our top 10 streak alive. We got a little bit of a top 5 streak going on, so we're going to try to keep that alive too. But we'll see what happens. You know, my face is really dirty right now. I'm frustrated with having to rely on the track to groove in before the feature in order to have a decent run. And it's unfortunate that that's kind of what we're at right now. But man, it's really tough right now. Really, really tough. I'm not happy with how that heat race went. Not happy because I know if there needs to be one grippy corner, and I'll be able to run a little bit better. I mean, the 73 was right in front of me. He missed the top 3 in the heaters as well, just because the track was so tough for us. The 59 almost got into him one time a little bit there, but man, that was frustrated. That was a frustrating one, but I guess we got to shrug it off. We started 7th in the feature, so gotta make the best of it. Hate saying that every week, but gotta make the best of it. Alright, the stock cars are wrapping up, so that means it's time for us to start getting ready, because the B-mods are going out now. We're right after them. So we start 7th in the feature. Next video you're going to see is us rolling out. Hopefully we have a better track than we had in the heat race. It looks a lot better. I've been watching to see how it is during the stock cars. It looks a little bit better, so hopefully that's actually true, and we actually get a decent racetrack for the feature. So starting at the bottom, row 7, we'll see what happens. Or excuse me, 7th place, row 4. So we'll see what happens with it.
Ken Happy, Marina Coleman going to go at it over 4th and 5th. As Drake Yeager a little out of shape off of 4. Brent Cox. as the Hoover Mower Cells caution line is going to fly for Dakota Long Pine at the bottom of 3 and 4, at the bottom of turn 4, excuse me, at the Radon Services of Kansas restart zone flags. Joseph Yeager, something wrong with that car. He's going to slide up in 1 and 2. Marina Coleman, everyone else going to have to work by. Justin Esparza has taken the lead. Ken Happy's up to that second spot as the Hoover Mower Cells caution line is going to fly. It's tough.
couldn't get by him. I tried so many times.
That was some good racing.
Oh, God. All right, well, we finished 6th tonight. Damn, I really wanted another top 5, but one position short tonight. Still in the top, still finished their top 10, so top 10 streak continues, I guess. I don't typically hope for DQs, but you know, maybe we'll luck our tails into a top 5. Doubtful, but man, that was some good racing though. Me, the 73, the 59, and the 5 all had a heck of a race there for a good little bit there. A lot of back and forth there. I thought the 59 was going to wreck about 16 times that race, but didn't quite happen. Man, it was fun, but man, I wish I could have gotten that 5th place. But oh well, it is what it is. I just got to keep my head up, keep thinking that my best finish coming into this season was 7th, so 6th place is you know, obviously better than that. So still, I think the 33 had an issue, so he didn't start the race. He was supposed to be on the pole. I don't know what 80 wants to do, what he does, what they're like deciding who gets their spots back and stuff after wrecks, because they gave the 59 and they gave the 17 their spots back after the issue with the 3 car. So I don't know. I feel like we could have used those couple spots there, but it is what it is, I suppose. Turning this guy in, go get our pay for our 6th place. I believe it's going to be $45. Yeah, I mean, I'd be lying if I said I was disappointed with the 6th place finish tonight, especially since we're you know, in the points championship hunt this year. You know, I can't beat myself up too much, because I told myself coming into this year I just wanted the top 10 in points, but you know, we're as long as we make it to all the races throughout the rest of the year, we should, you know, lock ourselves up for that at least. But 33 had an issue today. He was supposed to start on the pole. He was the one that was ahead of me in points, so he didn't start the race. That dropped him a little bit in points. It moved us up to 3rd in points. I don't know. I want to say I could have beat the 59 and 73 tonight. I definitely had a good line going and everything, but like I said, that 59, he gets squirrely like that, it scares me a little bit. But it was a lot of fun between us and the 59, 73, and 5. Just hate that we had to be the last of those 4 cars get that 6th place finish, but we were up there. I mean, I guess the 18 started to drive away a little bit there. He was the 59 was smoking a little bit, and I guess the 18 had a really sweet smell to it, so I guess some other drivers were thinking that he might blow up or something. Dang, if that would have happened, that would have helped us big time, but of course not. He got another win today, 5th win for him this year. I guess his tactic of dive bombing and win or get himself wrecked works to an extent. So it's unfortunate, but hey, it's part of racing, I guess. Got my pay, got my license back, which you turn that in, or you turn in your driver's license when they give you, or when you get your transponder for the track. So that's how they make sure they get it back. But speaking of positionings and transponders and stuff, I don't know who the hell it is here at 81 Speedway that decides who gets their spots back and who doesn't, but they are blind or something, because every time that they give somebody their spots back, they put them in the wrong spot, they put the wrong cars back in the wrong positions. It's awful. It seems like they always give the rear wheel drives the benefit with that, which is a little sus, you know. Us front wheel drive guys already got budget race cars racing against these built from the ground up $30,000 cars. That 18L car, you know, he won 5 races this year, but it's not that impressive when you have a $30,000 car compared to everyone else who's got budget class cars. So it is what it is. And then the track gives them help all the time too. Not just 18, but the rear wheel drives, they give them a lot of help too. I was just talking about it with the other drivers. I don't know. they combined the two series a few years ago. They made the mini stocks and the sport compact, or in the tuners race with each other. But then anytime there's a situation like that, they just give the advantage to the rear wheel drive. It's a little weird, but I don't know. It is what it is, I suppose. It's not all doom and gloom, though. I will say that. You know, although the points gap's a little bit longer now, a little bit bigger than what it was, we have moved up to third. So we'll see if we can't maintain that at least. But the final race of the night is going on right now. Like I said, just went and got my pay, $45 tonight. This is sixth. Disappointed by a sixth place finish, but we got race next week, so I can't be. Can't let it linger too much. Just got to kind of move on and keep going. So that's that. Obviously the hub, you know, stayed together. No new damages or anything like that, so that's good. Car's still quick, I will say that. You know, I'm glad we still have a really good car. At least we were keeping up in the leaders, so there's that. I can't be that disappointed by that too much. I'm disappointed by a sixth place finish, but I'm not disappointed by where we were on the track, if that makes sense. But anyways, we're going to get this car loaded up. The final race of the night just wrapped up. So I think we're going to wrap it up here with our video as well. Thank you guys so much for watching. You guys watching these videos, cheering us on, and giving us pointers and stuff is so cool. It's so cool to see that. So it's not going on deaf ears for sure. I'll tell you that right now. It's very much appreciated. So, but thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you guys next weekend for the third race in a row here at 81 Speedway. We got 4 races left to go in the points. Closing in on the season finale. So we're still technically in the championship hunt. We just got some work to do. So thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you guys in the next video.